Have you ever noticed that you were out of breath after only a few steps, even when you weren't doing anything hard? Or maybe your shoes become tight and painful in the evening, even though they were easy to put on in the morning. Do you sometimes feel like you've lost all the air in your lungs when you wake up at night? Or does your heart strangely flutter in your chest? The problem is that many older people just brush these things off as normal aging. We tell ourselves things like, "That's just part of getting older. Maybe I ate too much salt," or "It must be the weather." Still, things that seem normal, like shortness of breath, swollen feet, sudden gasps in the night, or that strange chest twitch, might not be normal at all. They might be your heart's cry for help. The truth is that a lot of people don't realize what's going on until it's too late. They are shocked to find out in the emergency room that their heart has been slowly weakening for months or even years. You don't have to be one of them, though. Your heart is like the engine that runs your whole body. Every cell in your body gets life-giving blood all day and night. But like any other engine, if it starts to weaken, little warning signs show up. These warning signs are often ignored, but not until the damage is very bad. And one of these signs could be happening to you right now and you don't even know it. Today, I want to show you 10 early signs of heart failure that many adults ignore every day. Please bear with me. If you catch them early, you may be able to keep your freedom and avoid problems that come up later. But first, let me take a moment to say hello. These videos are only for students if you're new here. We share clear, senior-friendly health tips every week to help you stay healthy after 60. These include ways to keep your heart healthy, your bones strong, your mind sharp, your digestion better, and your energy up. If you sign up, you won't miss any advice that can help you stay on your own, enjoy your family, and even live longer and be happier. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button right now. It might be the best thing you do for your health this year. Here we go. The first sign is something that many seniors ignore every day, but it can show the early stages of heart failure. What does heart failure really mean? Take a moment to really understand what heart failure means before we get into the signs. Heart failure does not mean that your heart has stopped beating. This is the first thing that needs to be done. That's an easy mistake to make. It means that your heart isn't as strong as it should be. The heart is still beating, but not fast enough to meet your body's needs. The same way you would water your yard with a hose that doesn't have enough pressure. The water still comes out, but not all the way to the edges. Not all plants get enough water, though. Some may be left dry and suffering. When your heart gets weaker, your muscles and organs don't get the steady flow of air and nutrients they need. Heart failure is not the same as a heart attack. This is an important difference. In a heart attack, blood flow is cut off quickly, like a circuit breaker going off. Heart failure, on the other hand, doesn't come on quickly. It creeps in slowly, just barely being seen until the body can't hide it any longer. At first, you might not understand what's going on. You rest more often, cut down on the length of your walks, or add an extra pillow to your bed at night to make it easier to breathe. Even though these don't seem dangerous, they could be early signs that your heart is working too hard. The tricky part is that your body is smart. It tries to make up for a weak heart by holding on to extra fluid, making blood vessels tighter, and making the heart beat faster. These workarounds cover up the problem for a while, but they lead to new problems like sneezing, swelling, and tiredness over time. The heart has been battling in silence for a long time before those become clear. Let me tell you a story to show you how easy it is for this to happen. When a man from Florida couldn't walk his dog as far, he first said it was because of his knees, then the summer heat, and finally, just getting older. But when he finally saw his doctor, he found that his heart had been under quiet stress for years. It was mild heart failure by that time. Thankfully, he got a lot of his energy back after treatment and made changes to his lifestyle. There are times when he wishes he had paid more attention to his body, because that would have saved him months of trouble. That's why it's important to understand this disease. Heart failure doesn't mean the end of the world. Once it's taken care of, many seniors live full, busy lives. But the important thing is to notice the signs early, before they get worse. In some countries, it's not even called heart failure. Instead, it's called tired heart syndrome. I like that term because it doesn't mean the heart is broken. It means the heart is tired and needs care, attention, and sometimes medical help. Don't forget this. Heart failure means the heart is tired and weak, not stopped. It signals softly instead of shouting to get your attention, and you can do something before it gets bad if you learn to read those signs. And the first sign of trouble? There's a very good chance that this is their heart's first SOS, but most seniors just brush it off every day. Sign number 1. Being short of breath at rest or while doing simple things. Have you noticed that you breathe heavily after doing something easy like walking to the mailbox, folding laundry, or watering plants? It's not just old age. Your heart might be having trouble pumping enough oxygen-rich blood. Let me show you what I mean. A 72-year-old man from Canada who watched our show wrote to us saying that he felt out of shape because making his bed made him out of breath. His doctor later told him that he had early-stage heart failure. He got better with the right care, but the wait could have been dangerous. Do you ever feel like you can't breathe when you're lying down at night? It's common for older people to need extra pillows to help them breathe. It's called orthopnea, and it's a very common sign of heart failure that people don't pay much attention to. Do you ever have trouble breathing at night or after doing something simple? Please tell me about your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear from a lot of you. Sign number 2, feet, ankles, or legs that swell. Let's talk about edema, which is another word for swelling. A lot of older people think, "Oh, my feet swell because I sit too long." Sometimes that's true, but swelling that happens a lot, especially at night, is a warning sign. Why? Because blood doesn't flow well when your heart is weak. Because of gravity, fluid starts to pool in your lower body. Your shoes might feel tight all of a sudden, or you might feel sock marks deep in your skin. Most people don't know this, though. Swelling doesn't just happen in the feet. It can also show up in the stomach, making you feel uncomfortable and bloated. Some older people even think they've put on weight, when in fact they're just holding on to water. This is seen in different ways by different groups. In some Indian homes, elders check for ankle swelling every day because they think it means there is water in the body. In Western medicine, doctors prove this by pressing gently on the skin. If it makes a dent, that means there is fluid buildup. Quick question. Do you notice that your rings or shoes get tighter as the day goes on? If so, don't ignore it. Your body may be telling you that your heart needs care. Sign number 3, suddenly gaining weight. People often say that eating too much or not exercising enough is to blame for their weight gain. But for older people, a quick gain, like 2-3 pounds overnight or 5 pounds in a week, could mean that they are retaining water because they have heart failure. Picture your body as a sponge. Fluid builds up and the sponge gets heavy when the heart can't pump properly. This is why heart patients are often told to weigh themselves every day. A 68-year-old woman from the UK told her story. She gained 4 pounds in a week and thought it was because she was eating too many biscuits. In fact, she was holding on to water because her heart was getting weaker. After getting help, the weight went down without a diet. Question: have you ever gained or lost weight quickly without changing what you ate? Share your ideas in the box below. Sign number 4, feeling tired and weak all the time. Feeling tired is hard. Sometimes everyone feels tired, but heart-related tiredness is different. No matter how much you rest, it feels like your body is always running out of energy. It would be hard to run a home if only half of the power worked. Things don't work right. Lights flicker and machines stop working. The cells and muscles in your body don't get the fuel they need when your heart beats too slowly. A lot of older people just chalk this up to getting older. But remember, getting older doesn't mean you're always tired. If you're too tired to do easy things like walk, cook, or garden, it could be your heart telling you it needs help. Don't leave me yet. The next sign may surprise you because it's often right in front of you. Sign number 5, coughing or wheezing all the time. Yes, even coughing can be connected to heart health. A cough that won't go away can happen to some older people. They say it's because of allergies or getting old. Heart failure, on the other hand, makes people cough because fluid builds up in their lungs. This cough is sometimes known as a cardiac cough by doctors. It can be dry or make pink, foamy mucus from blood. There are a lot of adults who don't know this and keep thinking they have a chest infection. An interesting fact is that in traditional Chinese medicine, coughing up fluid is sometimes called lungs drowning. The same thing is said in modern cardiology. The heart is too weak and fluid leaks into the lungs. Someone you know or yourself might have a cough that won't go away? Tell your story. It might help other people see the danger more quickly. Sign number 6. Irregular or fast heartbeat. Have you ever felt like your heart was beating fast, missing beats, or fluttering for no reason? It's called arrhythmia, and a lot of people with heart disease have it. Your heart beats in time with your body, like a drummer. The whole group is hurt when the rhythm is off. Heart palpitations happen to some adults while they sleep, and to others while they walk. Sometimes your heart feels like it's going to jump out of your chest. That being said, many adults don't pay attention to it because it only happens sometimes. They think, oh, it must be my nerves. But an uneven heartbeat can actually make blood flow even worse and may even raise the risk of having a stroke. I want to know if you've ever had your heart beat fast or flutter for no reason. Sign number 7. Having trouble focusing or remembering things. A lot of people are shocked by this one. Did you know that having heart failure can change the way your brain works? Your brain doesn't get enough oxygen when blood flow is low. Older people may get confused, have trouble focusing, or forget things. This is even thought to be dementia by some families. But when the heart is taken care of, the mind often gets clearer again. One study in the United States found that seniors with heart failure who weren't getting treatment had a much higher chance of memory loss than seniors who were getting treatment. If you or someone you care about suddenly feels fuzzy-minded, don't think it's just old age. Sometimes it's the heart fighting in silence. Sign number 8. Urinating a lot at night. Another sign that is often missed is having to go to the toilet more often at night. Why does this take place? You lose water in your legs and feet during the day. The fluid goes back into your system when you lie down, and your kidneys work hard to filter it. This makes you have to go to the toilet a lot. Men with prostate problems and women with weak bladders are often to blame for this. Even though those things can be reasons, you shouldn't ignore frequent night urine, especially if it's accompanied by swelling and tiredness. Sign number 9. Pain or pressure in the chest. If you have chest pain, that's always a bad sign. Some people with heart failure do feel tightness, stiffness, or pain in the chest, but not all of them do. People often think it's indigestion or muscle pain. It feels like an elephant is sitting on my chest. Older people sometimes say, if you ever feel this way, you should see a doctor right away. Sign number 10. Weakness and loss of appetite. Last but not least, let's talk about digestion. Having a weak heart can also make your stomach hurt. A lot of seniors with heart failure don't want to eat or feel full very quickly. Some even get sick or say they feel bloated after small meals. Why? Because the gut system also needs a lot of blood to work well. Poor circulation makes processing take longer and food move less quickly. Old people in some countries say, the stomach won't eat when the heart is tired. This is still true today. Useful advice for older people. You may be asking yourself now, okay, I know the signs. What can I do every day to stay safe? There are some easy things you can do to keep your heart healthy and find heart problems early. Let's go through each one. 1. Every day weigh yourself. Your bathroom scale is like a quiet health detective. Every morning, before food, and after going to the toilet, weigh yourself. If you gain or lose 2 or 3 pounds in one night or 5 pounds in 1 week, it could mean that your body is hanging on to water because your heart isn't pumping blood well. That means you should call your doctor right away before things get worse. 2. Check your feet and ankles. Every night, take a quick look at your feet. Are there sock marks on your skin? At night, do your shoes feel tighter than in the morning? I think that's fluid buildup. Elderly people in some South Asian homes gently press the skin over a person's ankle. If it makes a dent, that means the ankle is swollen. You can do this quick check every day, and it tells you a lot about your heart. Keeping a simple journal is another strong way to make sure you pay attention every day. 3. Write down your symptoms. As you go through the day, write down your weight, energy, sleep, and breathing. Were you out of breath when you woke up? Do you need more pillows at night? Feel like you're getting tired during your walk? These notes show trends that you might not have seen otherwise over time. Doctors love these books because they help them figure out what's wrong. You give them clear information so they don't have to try to remember. That lets your doctor quickly see the big picture and start taking better care of you right away. 4. Do what's good for your heart. Food is good for your heart. The first thing? Lessen the salt. Having too much salt makes your body hold on to water, which puts stress on your heart. But that doesn't mean your food has to taste bland. Add flavor with herbs and spices. Berries, apples, spinach, carrots, and tomatoes are some colorful fruits and veggies that you can put on your plate. Add lean meats like chicken, beans, or lentils that have been cooked, and make little changes, like picking fresh fruit over fried snacks. Over time, these small changes will protect you a lot. Let's talk about moving now that we've talked about food. 5. Stay active, but do it slowly and regularly. Working out doesn't mean running a race. Regularly doing even small amounts of exercise will make your heart stronger. It's great to take a short walk after breakfast, stretch while watching TV, or do chair yoga. One older person in Australia started by going around her house for 5 minutes every day. After a few months, she was able to spend 30 minutes outside. She now says she feels stronger than she did 10 years ago. It's not about doing a lot at once, but about doing a little every day. 6. Talk to your doctor often. Finally, and this is very important, don't wait until your symptoms get worse before calling your doctor. Get help right away if you notice sudden weight gain, swelling, chest pain, odd tiredness, or shortness of breath. Before something becomes an emergency, doctors can change the medicine or give advice. Try to see your doctor more often than just when something goes wrong. They are there to help you keep your heart healthy. Last words of encouragement. Remember to keep in touch with your doctor, eat well, check your ankles every day, write things down in a book, and weigh yourself every day. These 6 habits give you a safety net that keeps your freedom and keeps you safe from surprises. And I want to hear from you. Which of these habits do you already have? Which one are you going to start today? Feel free to leave your answer in the comments. It might motivate another senior watching this movie to act too. Now, let's go over the 10 early signs of heart failure that you should never ignore. 1. Being unable to breathe. 2. Having swollen feet or stomach. 3. Suddenly gaining weight. 4. Never-ending tiredness. 5. Coughing or coughing all the time. Is heartbeat not regular? 7. Having trouble focusing. 8. Urinating a lot at night. 9. Pain or pressure in the chest. 10. Not wanting to eat. These are your body's messages that it needs to be taken care of. The sooner you pay attention, the more likely it is that you will stay healthy and able to live on your own. Please like, share, and subscribe if this video helped you. For every week, you'll get tips made just for seniors that can help you live longer, healthier, and happier after 60. Before you leave, please let me know in the comments which of these signs you or someone you care about has shown. Your story could help someone else see the sign right away. Thanks for watching. See you next time.